Hello and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Right, I'm just going to kick off with a Work Your Light Oracle card, or maybe two. I haven't decided. We'll see how I feel. Bring my bell as well. Okay, let's get going. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So I was just checking, they've got a little symbol on them, and I was just trying to see if they were earth, air, fire, and water, but they're not. They're all just the upward triangle, which is, I think, fire, isn't it? So you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to take 3 actually, or at least 2. I'm going to take another one. So keep doing what you're doing. You're heading in the right direction. You might not be there yet. I mean, I'm not sure anybody ever wants to get to their destination. The journey is the best part, you know. I've stopped trying to get to the destination and just living in the present. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing because you're going in the right direction. You're healing, you're breaking ancestral patterns or generational trauma, and you're rewriting your future. You're getting back on your path. I get the feeling you're getting back on your path. It's a fabulous picture. It's like, wow. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a woman on a beach in a cave, but there's kind of like ghostly figures that I assume are their ancestors. I'll take one more and then we'll call it a day on these cards. No, not that one. Oh yes, that one. No, not that one. That's 2. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Absolutely. Being brought up not to have boundaries and abandon myself and just like let people treat you in a certain way. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to kind of learn to assert healthy boundaries. Right, I'm going to take one. I thought it was a card still left in the box there. I'm going to take 1 X marks the mark. Try that again. I'm going to take 1 X marks the spot card. Just to give us a little bit of a steer, but I might take another set. And I didn't actually lift out any oracle cards. Oh, that's fine. We'll do X marks the spot instead. And I'll do some of the black and white deck actually. That one. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Don't lower your vibration. I think that one came out the other day. So this is about... The thing about certain boundaries is you can do it quietly and just remove your presence. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to apologize. You don't need to do anything. You just need to go, okay, you're going to treat me that way, then I'm going to move over here and, you know, do my thing. Okay, let's take half the deck. Let's take top half. Okay. That one. So we've got love, hate coming out. Okay. Oh. I would normally do a line of the High Priestess deck, so let's do it at the end instead. Intimacy. It's in the upright. So, got Aquarius. We're in the season of Aquarius just now, January 20th to February 18th. So it could be an Aquarius or something happening during that period. We've got some hooking up here. Okay. Got a fire sign. Funnily enough, that was a symbol, which is the upward triangle. triangle with a point at the top that it's on all of these cards. I'm just going to take 5 because I'm going to do 2 lines, or at least 1 line of the High Priestess deck at the other side. Yeah, it's the top half of this card set. So I'm just going to do 5. Oops, that one flipped over. Rock bottom. Okay. Trauma in reverse. Underneath intimacy. Have you maybe struggled with trauma in the past, which meant you struggled with intimacy? But if you're not traumatized anymore, or if you feel that trauma, or if you're healing that trauma, you may be struggling with intimacy less. I had Earth come out, sorry, under the Aquarius. This might be something to do with an earth sign during Aquarius season, because Aquarius is air. Okay, we've got clarity coming out under hooking up. So you've got some kind of clarity about some hooking up that is going on. It's interesting, is that love-hate. I don't like that card. Somebody's at rock bottom. Somebody might have driven you to rock bottom, or somebody else might have been at rock bottom. And I've got the letter U under the fire sign. So you might be this fire sign. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Right, I'm going to... My mouse keeps falling asleep. Right. Let's do a line of the High Priestess deck on the other side. Got Divine Masculine. Okay. Maybe you have been traumatized in the past, or this Divine Masculine may have been they might not have always been a Divine Masculine. Got January, so we're in January now. So something between, well, I'm posting this tomorrow. So stays January 27th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Don't have a lot of January left. Oops, that flipped upside down. So letter Q. I don't think there's anything, unless you've got no questions about this. I get the feeling that that's like no questions asked. That's in reverse. Well, that's got U coming out. It's got a Q and a U. That was correctly named. Female relative. It's too many. We've got May wanting to come out. Could be the earth sign, could be a Taurus. We've got May coming out. I'm wanting to just... So we've got divine... Oh, that one wants to come out as well, but... So we've got divine feminine, a divine masculine, and a female relative coming out. No questions in January. And I had partner, husband, boyfriend, but it flipped upside down. So this person, this divine masculine, is not a partner, husband, or boyfriend of this divine feminine or this female relative. There might be a friend of this female relative. Not sure. No. Well, that's that then. Right, they're not a friend of this divine female relative. And I've got spring. So spring will sprung on the 31st of March. Which is a wee bit away yet, unless this is something that happened last spring. Okay. No, they go. Right. Let's do a line of the X marks the spot, and we'll get into some tarot or maybe something. Right, okay, I'm going to leave these two. Okay. So we've got this under love, hate, and rock bottom. We've got the take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins while you sharpen your knives by Hosier from the song Take Me to Church. Under rock bottom. I get the feeling that this hoop, If intimacy wasn't here, I would have, there's not a lot of romance here. And with the hooking up, I'm getting the feeling that I don't care if they like me, no longer chasing validation. So that comes under not trauma and intimacy. So this is maybe this love hate and this rock bottom might be something in the past. It might be you. You might have hit rock bottom. I've hit a few rock bottoms in my life. But I think you've healed something. You've broken the chains. You've established healthy boundaries. You're doing it. And you don't care if they don't like you anymore. You're not chasing validation. You're looking for intimacy. Okay, tell me about this earth sign and this Aquarius or Aquarius season. Okay, chaos agent. Unrequited love. So this is under hooking up and clarity. I've had a lot of one-sided relationships coming out at the moment. I'm not really sure why, but I get the feeling that this person take advantage of your wounds. Okay, the final one, under fire and you, understand the karmic lesson, heal and transmute the pain into power. Okay, that's good. Okay, so unrequited love. Did I hold that one up? That one, under hooking up. So you've got some clarity about this. This is mainly the collective's energy. I don't really get... There's a little bit of somebody else's energy here, but it's not really about anyone else. It's mainly about you. So you've been on some healing journey. You've learned to set healthy boundaries. You understand that 2 wrongs don't make a right. You know, so going off at somebody just because they've behaved a certain way isn't necessarily the way to, you know, sometimes just walking away with dignity is a better, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's better, I mean, we all don't, but, you know, sometimes it's better to hold your head up high and not let somebody get the reaction out of you they want. So whatever this was, you're recovering from a love-hate relationship and hitting rock bottom. And you might have hit rock bottom, like myself, a number of times in your life. Whatever rock bottom means for you. But you've healed some trauma, and you're not chasing validation anymore. But this chaos agent, I don't know if it's the same person. Like, I get the feeling they might have taken advantage of your wounds. And they might be coming back in, or it's just about an Aquarius and an earth sign. But this person brought chaos into your life. And the song about taking me to church is sort of meaning for me, because when you tell somebody intimate things about yourself and then you kind of realize they're subtly using them against you, you know, I'll tell you my sins while you sharpen your knives. that kind of phrase is kind of got such a deep meaning to it. Although this song is actually an indictment on the Catholic Church, but so you've had some clarity about this hooking up. There's some unrequited love here, and I think it messed with you. But you've transmuted that pain into power and you've healed it. Or you are healing it. I'm going to take some, before I move to the tarot, I'm going to take some clipper cards just to see if we can get a wee bit of clarity about each of these. So tell me about this love, hate, rock bottom, take me to church. Can you tell me who's involved here? Or tell me what, oh, wait, no, that's way too many. Tell me who wrote that one. There we go. Oh, it's 2. In which case I'm not going to take Journey and Change. Yeah, so if Journey and Change are wanting to come out, again, that's just feeding back into these cards here, which is like, whatever it was a lesson and it was good for you. Yeah, it was a pathway. There's a pathway to Journey and Change that wanted to come out. You've got some real clarity about this now. And maybe in the past, when you were in this love-hate relationship or whatever it was, maybe it was a love-hate relationship with yourself, You're no longer chasing other people's validation, which I think is fabulous. So tell me a little bit about that. A false person. So you see this, I think it's another person. I think there was somebody else and they were a false person and you no longer care. I think because it's love-hate, I get there's a bit of a push-pull. So you're not chasing them for validation. We've got privileged lady. Underneath chaos engine, that's interesting. Great fortune. Interesting. Oh, it's true. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to just get one more. That one. The sudden wealth. Okay. I'm not sure about this great fortune and sudden wealth. I don't always take great fortune as necessarily actual money. It can sometimes just mean like sudden abundance or, you know, whatever wealth is to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the lottery tomorrow. I'm not quite joining the dots with this most recent cards. I'm sure it'll come to me when the tarot comes out and it makes sense. There's something I'm not getting. This one. The Magician. Okay. I think the Magician's your energy. I think you're manifesting. I think you're transmuting. Again, you've got to transmute the pain into power here. And this is how you got on your pathway, which is this is your pathway here that came out. Got the Page of Swords. You can see it underneath false person. This isn't your energy. This could be an air sign. This could be an Aquarius, actually, because I've got Aquarius out here. I think this person had some quite cutting words. Maybe, again, not in an obvious way, because we've got Take Me to Church coming out. You know, maybe in a more very subtle way, like they used your... yeah, I said that right at the beginning. I think... Yeah, I got that vibe straight off the bat and flipped around. Right, we'll see what that is. I got the feeling, even when it was just these cards, I got the feeling somebody maybe used runes against you. They've got another page coming out, but it's the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So not planting seeds, not investing. I think the collective's the privileged lady because they're right in the middle of the reading. And everything's kind of happening around this privileged lady. But this person didn't invest in you. They didn't plant seeds who are... I mean, they might have, but you know what I mean. They didn't emotionally invest in you. And I think you've got some clarity at some point in realising they were just using you to hook up, maybe. Got the Seven of Wands here. I forgot to say this is the forget what this deck's called, sorry. The box is miles away. It's the Tarot of Oh, I'm not going to go and get the box. It's not the Horror Tarot, it's the Tarot of... it's not the Underworld. I can't remember what it's called. I might have already said. Okay, we've actually got the King of Pentacles coming out. So that could be this Earth sign, which may or may not be a Taurus. It could also be a Virgo or a Capricorn. Lots of earth energy, very stable, right on top of the sudden wealth. So you're manifesting. This person had some cutting words. They didn't invest in you. You had to defend yourself. Possibly whatever you feel is your great fortune, or whatever your assets are, or whatever you've grown for yourself, whatever you see that is. And I think if you're not an earth sign, then it's a very earthy energy that's coming from this very stable leader, absolutely defending yourself and defending your whatever's over here from this person, false person here, this Page of Swords. Okay, take another line. I'm going to move them up a little bit. I don't know why I didn't in the first place, but there we go. Okay, tell me what are we manifesting here? Well, I think you're just I think you're actually just transmuting pain into power is what you're doing here. And you're on your path. And you don't care if this person likes you. I think you don't even care if this person ever messages you again. And at one point it was unrequited love, but I get the feeling you're over it, or over it enough that this person can't come back into your energy and affect you, or not in a way to hook you back in. Seven of Cups. So that can be about illusions, delusions, etc. But in this case, I get the feeling that you've got lots of options. You've got lots of cups in front of you in your pathway. And I get the feeling this person, this Page of Swords here, isn't one of them. Which is why you're the King of Pentacles over here. Because you've got stuff to defend. Tell me about this false person, Page of Swords, with the cutting words. Ace of Wands. Well, that is one fiery Ace of Wands. So, this person felt quite passionate about you. Since we've got hooking up here, then, oh yeah, okay. I mean, Ace of Wands can also be a bit of creative spark, you know, a new beginning, whatever, but I get the feeling that there was a lot of passion mixed with curtain words, but this person was very fake. I've now got the Devil coming out underneath this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this person wanted to attach themselves to you. They didn't want to invest in you, but they wanted to bind themselves to you. This is codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling. Just, you don't want to be around this person or their fiery Ace of Wands, frankly. Okay. But, and they were basically a chaos agent in your life. Capricorn energy coming out there. Earth, which is an earth sign as well. Tell me about defending your great fortune and your sudden wealth. Nine of Pentacles. Can't make it up. You're in the Nine of Pentacles. That's pre-Empress energy. You're abundant. However you see your Nine of Pentacles, however you see, you're doing well. And if that's not now, this is sometime in the future, because I'm not sure where this is on your timeline. You get the feeling this is somebody from your past that you've healed from. They might be kind of resurfacing. But you're... the only thing I don't like is how this Devil energy is right in the middle of the reading, because we've got the Privileged Lady right in the middle of the reading, we've got the Devil energy right in the middle of the reading, and you're right next to that Nine of Pentacles. It's not looking at it though. Got the Tower. There's nobody falling from that tower. The tower's not falling to the ground either. That tower looks pretty solid. Because normally the tower can be about catastrophic change or... But because we've got sudden wealth here, I think this is a good tower, especially because it's attached to the King of Pentacles, who's someone who's so stable. There's nobody falling out that tower. The top's not cracking off it. You know, it's not in the middle of collapse. It's fine, that tower. King of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So we've got someone here who's emotionally intelligent, a leader, trustworthy, solid. Look at the Ace of Wands and King of Cups. So the Ace of Swords on top of the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you saw the truth about this person, which is why I've got clarity in hooking up here. This person was using you to hook up. I think he saw it wasn't going anywhere. Especially got the Ace of Wands right next to the Devil. Like, Five of Wands. One of the meanings of the Five of Wands is chaos. I've got Chaos Agent there. This Devil energy brought in chaos. Like, literally just fighting and confusion and didn't want to invest. And it was a love-hate relationship. And I've gotten and I've had this energy come out a lot recently, like this push-pull dynamic. And let's face it, why wouldn't they want to invest in the privileged lady? Again, we saw the truth about this person, that they brought chaos. So tell me about this Nine of Pentacles and this chaos energy. Three of Wands. You're moving on. Like, literally, there's a boat. This guy is going off on his travels. You're off with your Nine of Pentacles. You're defending your great fortune, however you see that. And you're off to have your positive power and come into some more sudden wealth. So whatever you're doing, you're manifesting. And understanding the karmic lesson, healing and transmuting the pain into power is what's going to lead you to your wealth, you being the King of Pentacles and this positive power. Oops. We've got the Queen of Cups. What's interesting is they've got the King of Cups on this side and the Queen of Cups on this side. And I felt this was your energy. I'm not sure if this is a counterpart or this is all your energy as well. Like, it's almost like this is encapsulate this. They're not looking at each other. They're all looking straight forward, to be fair. So's the Devil, though. A lot of water. I've got counter. I mean, there. Oh no, not this deck. This deck. Right, tell me about this King of Cups. So I want to know if they're the same person or not, and I can't distinguish their energies. They feel the same. Oh, I'm trying to shuffle the book. That is not the first time I've done that. Okay, so I'm so scared. Oops, it's this one. The Empress coming out on top of the King of Cups. Taurus energy. Very stable, very abundant. That's just clarifying that, yeah, you're the King of Cups. You're also the Empress. Okay. I think you're also the Queen of Cups. I don't think this is a counterpart. Tell me about this Ace of Wands and getting this Ace of Swords, clarity about this Page of Swords. Because let's face it, if he's a page, a false page, and you're an empress, there's kind of, or you've elevated up into an empress through this from rock bottom. It's almost like the stages of, you're in a love-hate relationship, you've hit rock bottom, you see that, you know, this person's just going to use whatever against you. You go on your path, you manifest, you've got lots of options, you transmute your pain into power and become the King of Cups, and then you finally kind of like elevate to the level of Empress. And if this person's still a page in devil energy who doesn't want to invest in you, what have they got to offer you? Hee-haw. That means nothing for those that are not Scottish. Ugh, we've got the Lovers coming out, Gemini energy. I think you were at some point. Is this person who you were hooking up with going to come in and declare their undying love for you? Because there is unrequited love there. Because I get the feeling you've healed from it. I'm not feeling good about this Lovers card. But I mean, maybe this is, you know, the calm after the storm. So let's see what follows on this one. 8 of Pentacles. Well, that's lovely on top of the 5 of Wands. So that's very stable, very abundant, mastering your craft, working on it. Because of the 9 of Pentacles over there. So this one's going 8 to the 9. The 9 was pre-Empress energy. Oops, that one. What have we got? 5 of Swords on top of the 3 of Wands. What's interesting about this one is she's carrying the 3 swords in her hands. Oh, I can't remember what the 3 swords are called. Grief, sadness. Oh, I can't remember. But she's carrying the 3 swords in her hand. And then she's walking through the other 2. Because the 2 are typically like confusion. And then these 3 are, well, basically heartbreak. Grief, sadness, and loss, is it? I'm sure there's a name for each of the swords. If somebody knows and ever watches this video, I'm sure you can tell me. But it's almost like she's carrying her heartbreak in her hands, like she's healed from it. And she's, because even if you heal from heartbreak, there's still an echo there, even when the pain's gone. And it's almost like she's carrying the heartbreak in her hands and walking through. Because you've got clarity up here. It's almost like she's walking, there's a tower in here as well, like this one, and it's fully intact. It's like she's walking towards this positive tower. Because 5 of Swords is traditionally, typically, you know, the energy from it is, you know, bullying, abusive relationships. I'm going to take that one because it flipped over. Oh no, I'm not going to take that one. Oops. Okay, we're going to take that one as well. And they both flew out. They wanted to come out. It's typically about kind of like bullying, emotional abuse, all that sort of stuff. But this gets the feeling like this is after that. And she's healed and she's walking towards her positive tower. What I had was death come out here. So that's Scorpio energy. So like death and rebirth. So this is a tower, and it might have been horrifically painful, but it's a good tower. And we had the tower come out again in this deck. Now it's kind of on its side, but again, there's no one falling out of this tower, and it's not collapsing. Again in this deck. So you might have hit rock bottom here. But you're solid. Just like this tower. Both these towers are solid. They're not collapsing to the ground. And that's on top of the Empress. Why is this tower here on top of the Empress? Is it a tower to this person? That you're the Empress and they're still a page? Because no Empress is going to want to get together with a page. I'm not sure whose tower this is. It feels like a good tower. It doesn't feel like a bad tower. It doesn't feel like a tower for this person. King of Pentacles again. King of Pentacles, tower, tower. The tower was on the King of Pentacles. We've got tower, then the King of Pentacles. On top of the lovers. There's a real solid energy coming through from this. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, tower. Tower, King of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Defending yourself. In the reversed order. So it went Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, tower. It went tower, King of Pentacles. Why is it in reverse order? Why is it in the reverse? King of Swords on top of the Five of Swords. And I'll just announce it to the camera. This is two different people, this King of Pentacles and King of Swords. Is this two different suitors? Pretty sure you're the King of Pentacles. Unless, no. King, oh right, okay, we've got three kings. I mean the King of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, we've got a lot of court cards out here. Hang on. What's going on? Is this three suitors? Is this your many options? Oh, right. So because we had the Magician here with many options, right? And look at this Page of Swords. He's got his fiery wand, and you see the truth about it. And I think it's a tower for them that you've got a King of Pentacles, a King of Swords, and a King of Cups that's interested in you. But the only one you're defending yourself is against. It looks like the King of Pentacles, and I get the feeling it's a different King of Pentacles to this King of Pentacles. So you possibly got an earth sign, an air sign, and a water sign. Gosh, this one looks like David Bowie. Sorry, Bowie. Bowie, I don't pronounce it. Get a room. That's all I'm gonna say. Right, okay, what right, just give me one card for the King of Pentacles. Just one for the King of Pentacles. Lovers. On top of the lovers. So you had lovers, King of Pentacles, lovers. Whoever this King of Pentacles is. It's a different King of Pentacles. These two King of Pentacles are not the same King of Pentacles. They're different. Right, tell me about the King of Swords. Child trying to look innocent, or they have a child, or you have a child with this person, or they're really childish. I think they're really childish. And then we've got toil and labor. This King of Cups, they're hard work. So possible earth sign. I mean, to be fair, the King of Pentacles is out next to the Empress. I think you're just enjoying life. Let's take some letters. So, but a Q and a U come out. The Q was in reverse. D. I. E. Well, there we go. Should we just stop it there? That's what spirits tell. I'm so good. Die. Yeah, it's not very dark letters. I'm not even sure if you can read that on the camera, to be fair, but it's spelling like die. Okay, well, there we go. Here, you, and I. Quid. Another D. Honestly, if another I comes out, I'm just gonna like explode. Oopsie. R. DNR. Do not resuscitate. Go on, give me an N, because that'd be really funny if it was DNR. There we go. F. Okay, maybe not. DRF. Fire. Fired. Fired. Somebody getting fired? Fired. G. Oh no, it's 2. Hang on. And an N. DNR. We've got die and DNR. K. My initial there. Take 3 more. Ah dear. U. That's too many. E. Oh gosh, this just makes such a mess. I don't know. Oh god. One more. Fred. Frank. I don't have the letter A. Ignore Frank. I mean, don't ignore Frank if he's your friend, but I mean, just ignore me saying Frank. So we've got DIE, DNR. I'm going to do DNR because I got the feeling DNR was going to come out. Fuego, 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 fuego. No, we don't have a no. So we've got die, DNR, FGK, UEU, and a Q and a U over here. Okay. Diner. I said fired already, didn't I? Drink, diner, die. Don't drink anything this person gives you. Oh, I don't know. Right. Did this fall asleep again? My mouse falls asleep. It's very rude, you know. Probably you've fallen asleep as well. We've probably all fallen asleep. It's after midnight. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I think to conclude, I think, yeah, you're on a healing journey. You've got lots of options. You're doing well. I think right now, I think this person from your past, who may or may not have unrequited love, or you may have loved, but you've healed from, I think they're having a tower because you've got lots of options and you've moved on. And you're just having fun. Okay, so with that, have a lovely night and I hope you sleep well. Bye-bye.